Good morning, everyone. Xavier Walton here at the KHOU 11 studios. It is Tuesday, February 11th. Right now, what time is it, Brandon? Real quick.
8:41.
It is 8:41. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a very informal update, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll do our very best. I got Brandon over here to my right. He's monitoring the questions that are coming in here on Facebook. I believe we're on YouTube as well, right? So if you have any questions, write them in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them. And these are just stories that we've been talking about all morning long, or that people are clicking on, or that are trending on this Tuesday, February 11th once again. All right, let's get after it. The first story, this one, pretty crazy, coming from over the weekend. A child was hit by flying debris at Monster Jam as at NRG Stadium. So you're looking at actual video of the incident happening. Now, before we go much further, I do want to say that the child that was hit, we do believe that she is okay. So first and foremost, we're not showing this video if she's seriously injured, but this is what happened. We cue it up again. You can see the debris off the monster truck go flying into the stands, and it actually does strike a child. Here it is right here. Debris went, right there into the stands. Sergio Valdez, he's the one that was recording all of this on his cell phone. We did catch up with him, and he said that the child did return with an ice pack along with the parents. So good news, child appears to be okay, but nonetheless, scary scene, especially when you kind of see it unfold on camera. Now, Feld Entertainment Incorporated, they're the ones that run Monster Jam. They did have a statement, and here's what they said. An incident occurred at Monster Jam in Houston, Texas on Sunday, February 9th, 2020. Medical attention was provided on site to fans who requested it. We do not have any additional information to provide at this time pending further review. The safety of our fans is always a priority, and our goal is to deliver a safe, enjoyable experience for them at the show. So that's the statement from Feld Entertainment. Child is expected to be okay, but nonetheless a crazy, scary video from Sergio Valdez from Sunday at NRG Stadium from the Monster Jam. All right, next story. This one is pretty crazy. A Boy Scout really put his training to the test. Motto, one of their mottos is be prepared. Well, Joseph Danop, hope I'm saying his name right, he was extremely prepared. There he is right there. So here's what happened. This is in Northwest Harris County. The SUV there was driving on the road, slid off the road, somehow rolled and then into a ditch. Well, that boy you just saw, he's a Boy Scout, and once his mom got to the crash, he immediately jumped out and rendered aid until first responders got to the scene. He pulled out a woman from the car. That little boy did. So it was really cool just to see that. And we actually spoke with them last night as well. We had a lot of that on the morning show. If you want more, obviously to hear him speak about what happened, you can go to KHOU.com. But this little boy living out the motto of be prepared, putting his training to the test, and the woman that he pulled out and the passenger that were in the vehicle or in this SUV, they are expected to be okay. So there's a happy ending there as well. Hopefully Joseph will get a badge or something for his efforts there, but how cool to see a young man not even hesitate, but really just jump into action when he saw something like this. Kicker is he was actually coming from a troop meeting, if I remember correctly. Our Brett Buffington was out there and shot this video from us. So, Brandon, do you know how old he was? We never said how old he was, but obviously a youngster there, but doing some pretty cool things, putting his first aid skills to the test. This next story, and Brandon's queuing up the video. It's the broom challenge. Did you see this yesterday? Did you do this yesterday? A lot of people, thousands, honestly, probably millions, did the broom challenge. As you watch these videos, and it has something to do allegedly with February 10th. Apparently there's this claim going around that NASA said, and again, this was already, it's not true. It's a hoax. We debunked this morning, but apparently the Earth's gravitational pull on February 10th is the only day you could do the broom challenge, where you have a broom stand on its bristles you know what? We do this all the time, and we just go crazy, and brings joy to people, to be honest. We did it on the morning show right around, on H-Town Rush, right around 5 a.m. Steph Simmons crushed the broom challenge and debunked the you can only do it on February 10th. So that is, there you go, the broom challenge. We reached out to NASA. They have yet to comment on the broom challenge or whether or not the gravitational pull on February 10th was any different than any other day. But that is what millions, I'll say thousands, potentially millions of people took part in on February 10th. February 11th, we did the same exact challenge. And you know what? It still worked. All right, so here is the 7-day forecast. You could expect a kind of cloudy, dreary, drizzly day with temperatures in the 50s, probably mid to upper 50s, and that's kind of into the story for the next couple of days. Yesterday was, the humidity was obviously higher, but I believe a cool front stalled right over the Gulf Coast of Mexico. So we've got much cooler air, and it's not going to be as humid today. And then you look at the forecast, they're obviously mostly sunny, clearing out, making for a chilly Valentine's Day for those of you looking or have found love. Brandon, what'd you get for your significant other for Valentine's Day?
Well, thanks for calling me out in front of everybody. We're going on a trip in a month, so we decided not to do anything big. But I will be baking. We do heart-shaped pizza every year. We make it from scratch.
That's cool.
It's cute.
Heart-shaped pizza. That's good. But I like where are you guys going? What trip?
We're going to go to Seattle in March.
Oh, love the Pacific Northwest.
Just to freeze to death.
So I remember I used to do, you can buy heart-shaped pizzas from Papa Murphy's, actually. That's what I used to do. And then for the finale of The Bachelor, I do that too. But yeah, that is the 7-day forecast. That is your Valentine's Day forecast. Let's see if we have any questions as we wrap up here.
We don't have any questions. We do have a couple people just shouting out on this first story about the Monster Jam. And, you know, Robin's just saying, good grief. You know, I think they're saying close call, and we're glad that everybody is, you know, okay. Because if you look at that video, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. You think about a child being hit by some debris flying, who knows how fast it was going, flying off of a monster truck. Like, it's just crazy. So we had the highlighted section, yeah. And then, so the guy who recorded it was Sergio Valdez, and he said he watched the child come back with no injuries. Ooh, one story I think we should bring up, and maybe people will chime in, but the Astros. So the Astros were named in a lawsuit. Mike Bolsinger, he was a pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays in 2017 during the Astros World Series run. Anyways, so we're going to show you some of this. So he had a terrible outing against the Astros, and I think he only got one out. But anyways, that was the last game he pitched. So he is suing the Astros, essentially saying that they ended his career. They ruined his career. So we had our survey this morning was, do you think Mike Bolsinger has a case? And a large majority said, we don't think so. Jason Bristol did a story on it with our sports team, and he basically ran down all of the stats and just showed how poor Mike Bolsinger was as a player to this point. So it wasn't like, oh, this was the only game. There it is. He was 8-19, 251 hits allowed to two. So he wasn't great to begin with. But anyways, he is suing the Astros because they ended his career, cut his career short. So what do you think? Did the Astros cut his career short, or was he just a poor pitcher? Yeah. But yeah, if you want to weigh in on the conversation, go to KHOU.com/vote now, or you can do it on the app as well. We were talking about it pretty much all morning, and a lot of people said, no case. This guy was just not very good at his job, which in this case was pitching, getting strikes. And in that game, he got 1 strike and allowed several runs. So, if we don't have any other questions, Be sure to tune in today at noon, KHOU News at noon. But other than that, we're going to sign off. Brandon, I think we're good. He's nodding his head yes. All right, everyone, have a great Tuesday, February 11th. We'll see you later.